on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Murray now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dawson Knox, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cards have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnston, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on...
He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnston, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Ball wide open, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And shoves him off at the 20. And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm. Have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Jaden Reed, 78 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone, it's Strong. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, Both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back to the 24. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And able to work his way down to the 16. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yards to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about...
There he goes, right side. Past midfield. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 9 now. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now third down and very long. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From the end zone, it's Strong. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Murray going to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw there complete to Sims. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Carlson for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
That's a second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Murray to air it out again. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Now they send a running back in motion right. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's able to find Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 1st down, Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver. separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Williams brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now they're in the hurry up. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Murray. Forced out, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those stats throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion
needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 36. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle they go. Johnston. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
In motion, the tight end. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So here now is Anders Carlson in a really big spot.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Now Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Arizona.
The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
With that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game, and even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one,
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Johnston, and he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's going to go for it all.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover. It will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Arizona, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us.